We don't know what we don't know. I always say that affairs start in childhood because affairs are coping mechanisms, and we get our coping mechanisms in our youth. So, if you look at like the base of a mountain, and you take, childhood wounds, and you take parental examples, and you take, potential developmental trauma, your internal dialogue, you take compromises, you take justifications, you take insecurities, current temptations, you take inner voids and lacks, then the emotional suppression that goes along with this. And then if there's some emotional suppression, then there's, unmet needs, whether in your past or currently, overwhelm, because, adulting can be difficult. And then you reach the summit of that, and that's where an affair takes place. But we're talking complex, multi-layered compromises, justifications, emotional suppression, developmental trauma. I mean, my God. But then what happens is our partner, our spouse, all they are getting is you cheated on me? How could you do that to me? It's just not about you. Just wasn't about you. So it has nothing, and I say this all the time, nothing to do with your chest size and your waist size and your pecs and your busts and your, whatever. Affairs start in childhood. So yes, all you're getting is you are noticing the mountaintop. You're getting that discovery of what happened here and now, the affair. And I'm not saying it's justifiable, zero, because your partner, your spouse, may very well have come into the relationship and come into your marriage with all kinds of a loaded gun. And we can have compassion for that. We can have compassion for the loaded gun, but they still choose to pull the trigger. And it's the harm that pulling the trigger is what we need to address. So we can have compassion for the loaded gun, but they have work to do as far as pulling the trigger. But as far as if you're watching this and you're the betrayed, it's not about you. I mean, I don't want to say you're selfish if you think it is, but it's not about you. Stop making it about you. It's not about you. Yes, you were a casualty of war. Yes, you were deeply affected, but don't turn something into you that it's not. This started long before you were even in the picture.